So hello friends, today in this video I'll be covering on testicular tumor. Okay, so first is the classification of the testicular tumor. The testicular tumor are broadly classified into two categories. One is germ cell tumor of the testis, and the next is the sex cord stromal tumor. Okay, these are the two broad categories. Again, the germ cell tumor is subdivided into two categories, that is seminomatous germ cell tumor, seminomatous germ cell tumor, and non-seminomatous germ cell tumor. Okay, non-seminomatous germ cell tumor. I will just give you a brief on the classification. Next, I will be discussing on each topic, each of the tumor in detail. Okay. So, first is the classification. Germ cell tumor divided into two categories, seminomatous germ cell tumor and the non-seminomatous germ cell tumor. These seminomatous germ cell tumor include seminoma, which are further subclassified. In the seminoma heading, I will be discussing on the classification of seminoma. And in the non-seminomatous germ cell tumor, it includes four types of tumor, that is embryonal carcinoma, another is the yolk sac tumor, the third one is the choriocarcinoma, and the fourth one is the teratoma. Okay. In the sex cord stromal tumor, it includes two type of tumor. One is the Leydig cell tumor, and another is the Sertoli cell tumor. Okay, Sertoli cell tumor. And here in the seminoma, it includes three type of seminoma. One is the classical seminoma, another is the spermatocytic seminoma, and the third one is the anaplastic seminoma. Okay, anaplastic seminoma. These are the all total the classification of the testicular tumor. Okay, so just a brief on the germ cell tumor and the sex cord stromal tumor. The germ cell tumor, it is the most aggressive tumor. Okay, and in case of the sex cord stromal tumor, it is the benign tumor. Okay, next comes the etiology of germ cell tumor. Okay, now I will be discussing on the germ cell tumor proper. Okay, etiology of the germ cell tumor. It consisting of two etiology. First is the environmental factor, and the second one is the genetic factor. Okay, two factor determine the causes of the germ cell tumor. Okay, so genetic factor. Okay, so in the environmental factor, first thing is that always the germ cell tumor occur along with the other testicular disorder. Okay, it never occur alone, it always occur along with the other testicular disorder. What are the other testicular disorder? Like crypt orchidism, where there is a failure of the descent of the testis, or hypospadias, in which the urethral opening is present underneath the penis. And in case of poor sperm quality, in all these factors, in all these testicular disorder, it is always associated with the germ cell tumor. And all the testicular disorder commonly known as testicular dysgenesis syndrome, TDS. Okay, testicular dysgenesis syndrome. Okay, dysgenesis means there is a deformity in the genesis. Okay, testicular dysgenesis syndrome. Okay, so all these testicular disorder commonly known as TDS, and this TDS is always associated with the germ cell tumor. This is about the environmental factor. Next comes the genetic factor. Okay, in the genetic factor, there is a strong familial predisposition, where the relative risks of the father and the son to be affected is 4 times, and in between two brothers it is 8 to 10 times. Okay, the relative risk of germ cell tumor between two brothers is 8 to 10 times, and between the father and the son is 4 times. Okay, and what are the genetic loci which are responsible for the germ cell tumor? It is associated with the mutation in the KIT tyrosine kinase. Okay, KIT tyrosine kinase receptor, you just have to mug it. Okay, So it is associated with the mutation in the key tyrosine kinase receptor, and it is also associated with the reduplication of short arm of the chromosome number 12. Okay, chromosome number 12 short arm is P. Okay, short arm you have to remember it is P, and the long arm is Q. Okay, it is just the reverse. So associated with the reduplication of the chromosome number 12. So next comes the pathogenesis. Okay, this is all about the etiology, the environmental factor and the genetic factor. Next comes the pathogenesis. Okay, pathogenesis of the germ cell tumor. So first I want to write a sentence which is important one, that the germ cell tumor, it is due to the intratubular germ cell neoplasm or neoplasia. Okay, it occurs due to the intratubular germ cell neoplasia. First I want to make you understand one thing. Okay, let us imagine this is a seminiferous tubule. Okay, this is a seminiferous tubule, and this seminiferous tubule, as you all know, it is consisting of two type of cell. Seminiferous tubule consisting of two type of cell. One is spermatogonia and another is the Sertoli cell. This pyramidal cell is the Sertoli cell. Let's imagine, okay, this is the Sertoli cell, and the rounded cells are the spermatogonia. Okay, this is the spermatogonia. And from your knowledge of 12th class, just recall that the process of spermatogenesis, how it takes place. In the process of spermatogenesis, a spermatogonia, it is converted into primary spermatocyte, which is again converted into the secondary spermatocyte, and next it converted into a spermatid, which further give rise to a spermatozoa or a sperm. Okay, so this is the whole process of spermatogenesis. Why I am telling this process here? Because just imagine what is the role of the spermatogonia. It is acting as what? It is a proliferative germ cell here. Okay, it is the stem cell, proliferative germ cell. Okay, and what we are talking about? We are talking about the pathogenesis of what? We are talking about the pathogenesis of the germ cell tumor. So, and this is a proliferative germ cell, means when there is a tumorous growth of this germ cell, this spermatogonia, this is acting as the germ cell. Okay, so when there is a tumorous growth or there is a neoplastic change in this spermatogonia, this only give rise to a germ cell tumor. Okay, so hopefully this is clear that what is a germ cell tumor, and what it is written here. It is written here that it is due to the precursor lesion which is called as intratubular germ cell neoplasia. What is intratubular? This is the tubule, seminiferous tubule. Okay, this is seminiferous tubule. So hopefully it is clear now. This is the seminiferous tubule. So it is intratubular. Spermatogonia is present inside the seminiferous tubule. So it is intratubular germ cell. Which is the germ cell? Spermatogonia is itself the germ cell. Okay. So it is intratubular inside the seminiferous tubule germ cell neoplasia. Okay, so this spermatogonia, which is a normal spermatogonia, now it converted into a tumorous one. It is converted into a neoplastic one. So okay, so this neoplastic change. Okay, so now comes the neoplastic change. The spermatogonia now converted into a neoplastic cell, and this neoplastic change occur in the uterus itself. Okay, in uterus itself, but it remained dormant. But this change remained dormant till the puberty. Okay, till puberty you will not have any symptom or sign that you have a germ cell tumor within you. Okay, after the puberty, this germ cell tumor, now it can progress into a as I mentioned before, this germ cell tumor can progress into a seminomatous germ cell tumor or a non-seminomatous germ cell tumor, but before puberty it will be dormant. Okay, and what is the neoplastic change? This spermatogonia, this is only converted into a neoplastic cell. Spermatogonia, this spermatogonia now converted into a atypical germ cell. Okay, it converted into a atypical germ cell. So what is the feature of this atypical germ cell? This atypical germ cell will have a larger size. Okay, bigger size, 2 times the size of the normal cell. So these have a larger size, larger nuclei. Okay, it have a larger size of the cell, larger nuclei, it have a clear cytoplasm. The cytoplasm will be clear, and this atypical germ cell, this express 2 transcription factor. This is very important. 2 transcription factor, OCT3x4 and NANOG. Okay, These are the two transcription factors which are expressed by these atypical germ cell, which helps in the maintenance of the pluripotent stem cell. This is a stem cell only. The spermatogonia, it is a stem cell only, and these OCT3/4 and nano, this help in the maintenance of the pluripotency of this spermatogonia. So this is all about the germ cell tumor.